kitchen was filled with the sweet, heavy scent of vanilla and toasted sugar that day. Ding! The timer chimed. 12 perfectly baked golden cookies emerged. Mia lined them up on the wire rack with precision, tapping each one as she counted them aloud. 1, 2, 3. Her voice echoed in the warm air. She couldn't resist and ate one immediately, the warmth melting on her tongue. Grandma chuckled, taking 2 for herself. As she turned to the sink, Mia sneaked another, thrilled by her secret treat. But when she turned back, her heart sank. Only 1 cookie remained. Mia froze, staring at the lone survivor on the plate. A strange sense of possessiveness took hold. She lifted the plate with both hands, shielding it like a treasure, and retreated to the safety of her room. Sitting on the edge of her bed, she felt the silence of the house. This was hers, just for her. She raised the cookie to her lips, imagining its crunch and sweetness. Nothing else mattered, only this perfect circle of dough. A sharp, rhythmic knock at the glass shattered the silence. Mia jumped off her bed, her eyes looking toward the window, drenched by the sudden downpour. Noor shivered in her clinging wet clothes and pointed helplessly at her flat bicycle tire. But her eyes weren't on the bicycle. They were fixed on the plate in Mia's hands. Mia looked at the cookie, then at the rain-lashed window. A battle raged in her chest. She gripped the cookie tight, then set it down, pacing the rug with frantic energy. I can divide it, she thought. She grabbed a second plate, but the cookie was too fragile. It crumbled at her touch. She tried to wrap it in a napkin to protect it, but the paper slipped away like a ghost. The storm outside seemed to grow louder, reflecting her inner chaos. Finally, Mia stopped. She walked to the window and pushed it open. The cold rain sprayed her face, shocking her senses. Noor stood there, trembling in the cold, looking lost. Mia held the cookie out, her hand trembling not from the cold, but from the release of her own greed. Noor took it with a look of pure wonder. As she ate, her face transformed. A big, genuine smile broke through the storm, and Mia felt the coldness in her heart begin to melt. The next morning, the storm had passed, leaving the world sparkling and fresh. Mia walked into the kitchen to find a simple paper bag sitting on the table. Grandma was there, watching her with a knowing glint in her eyes, a soft smile playing on her lips. Mia opened the bag and found 6 fresh cookies along with a small note. The weight of last night's lessons settled over her. Inside the bag, there was a note that read, "From our kitchen to yours." Mia no longer felt the need to hide or hoard. She handed 2 cookies to Grandma and ran to the window, waving frantically to Noor. The barrier of the glass was gone, replaced by an invitation. The 3 of them crowded around the small kitchen table, the space echoing with their shared laughter. The air was light. Mia reached into the bag for the very last cookie. This time, there was no hesitation, no pacing, and no fear of loss. She snapped it into 3 perfect pieces. Without a second thought, she handed one to Grandma, one to Noor, and popped the last piece into her own mouth. The empty bag sat on the table, forgotten and unimportant. They sat together in the quiet warmth, realizing that a cookie shared is far sweeter than one eaten in the dark. The kitchen was finally full.
So, I am Mia and I learned an important lesson today. Giving feels hard in the moment, but keeping things only for yourself leaves you emptier than before. When you open your hands for others, life has a funny way of filling them right back up. Hope you are enjoying our videos, and we will see you in the next video.